Hello, Dead by Daylight here, Survivor gameplay. I'm going to be trying the boil over strategy that I've always done on Bad Ham Preschool. It's been a long time since I've tried this strategy, but I've had the offer, and so I said, why not just give it a go? Playing with Jeff Johansson this time. My perks, they're not the best, but I've got the boil over 3 and I have Unbreakable and I have Breakdown 1. Breakdown 1, that's all I need really. I think Breakdown 2 and Breakdown 3, it only gives you more killer aura time. And we're playing against the Spirit here. Really don't like the Spirit. Confuses me a lot, that killer. But this isn't a great strategy. The hook's at the back door. If you've seen all the other boil over videos that I've done, I've always said that it's not the strategy if the hook's at the back door, because if the hook's at the back door, that means that the basement is in the killer shack and not in the school. If the basement is in the school, this strategy, unless you're terrible at wiggling free, if the basement's in the school, this strategy, it's so good. If your running's not the best, like mine's 19 times out of 20 games, it's a really good strategy. I'm glad they have saved that guy there. I really would have liked to save that hook for myself, but when you play Dead by Daylight, you really can't be selfish. You've got to be a team player. You be a team player in Dead by Daylight, you'll rank up most games. If you be selfish, you'll find it harder to rank up. Taking hits and getting safe hook rescues, exchanging hooks for people who's on death hook whenever you're fresh. It's really the best way to go in this game. It really gives yourself the best chance of ranking up. I know this game can be a hard game for killers at times, but it can also be really tough for survivors too. We've got Hexrune 2 here, and I'm not affected. I'm trying to tell this thing here, get the hook save. But she's not listening, so and that guy gave up on the hook. It really made more sense for Fang to go and save, and I stay on the gen because I'm not effective with the hex. That's the only reason why I didn't go to the gen. It would really be a bad move had I went to the hook and Fang stayed on the gen. I can't find the indicator for bringing this hook down, but the hook is down. I kind of looked that the hook wasn't broken there. This is a tough game now. That guy's been killed real early, and now we've got someone else on a hook. It's really not looking good, this game, and that other person's been hit, so no choice, gotta save. I'm sure that there's people out there that when they know it's a bad game and they see someone on the hook and they see someone getting hit and there's 2 gens done and the hatch can spawn, well, staying safe and trying to get the hatch selfish. You may rank up, but trust me, more times than enough, try to be a team player. Take the hit, exchange the hooks, keep your teammates safe. You really get better points that way. I die a lot in this game, and I rank up dying a lot in this game. If you can co-op a gen and get some boldness and stay in the game for a certain amount of minutes, you've ranked up in this game. The co-op gen work, it's really good for ranking up. If you're on your own, you do 2 gens with a little bit of boldness and staying in the game, you're really ranking up. It's really not all that hard to get those rank up points. But as I say, this isn't the strategy. When I recorded this video, I tried another game after. I had one more offering left. I used Meg, and it was the same layout. Hook at the back door, no basement. You need the basement right there where I'm looking now, and if that basement is there, and you go to the far corner where the chest normally be and where the hatch is most commonly spawns, that's the best strategy for this map. If you've watched my other videos, you've always heard me saying that boil over, it's 50-50 in this layout of this map. And now that the hook's there, man, I hate that spirit. That spirit always gets me. And there she phase whacked again. Really have no. I really get confused against the spirit. And now I'm going on a hook. Boilovers, it's completely useless unless you've got a strategy like a toolbox, breaking down a hook beside the gen that you're working, or this strategy. I've tried this strategy in many maps, lambkin, laying down in basements, and working out the distance between hooks. I've really, it was like 50-50. There was times I could make it work, and times then I just couldn't make it work. The times that it worked, I may have got like 4 or 5 bumps from the killer, which boilover gives you, but the other 50 where the killer just sailed all the way to the hook and maybe only bumped once or twice. The only other map that I've really got this to work well was the Thompson house, but they've put a hook upstairs sometimes in the Thompson house now, and you really need to bring that hook down. See, break down there, I've got the hook down now. I kind of have a little bit of a strategy here, but I wouldn't advise anyone to be really trying this strategy. It's a lot of work on trying to make it work. You've really got to do gens and help your teammates and run around bringing down hooks all the time. It's really slows down the game. But if you get that basement on that skill and you boil over, if you're confident enough, use no miller. A lot of times I use no miller. I just don't be confident enough, but I've made it work in most games. I used to use sprint burst a lot for the strategy, but I prefer dead hard now. It's a lot harder dead hard timing when the killer is going to strike, and if you can time it well, it really does the same thing as sprint burst, only better. But I run unbreakable here now, and if the killer decides to take the spout out on me because they can't transport me to a hook, well, I can only get up one time, and I'm really doomed. But when I play this strategy, I really believe that I'm marked for death, and I'm just trying to help the team out, waste killer time, hope that they get the gens done. Chances are I'll rank up, and hopefully I can get the team out. But I've got my dead hard here. You see, it's great perk, and there's that face walk. That scares me so much. I'm glad that killer missed. I was real lucky there. And that's no looping pallet. You just throw those pallets down. And buy myself some time. This is the spot where you be here. It's really 50-50. A great start. Bumped into the locker. Moving along the staircase. Moving the killer towards the pallet. Moving all over the place at the door. And it just gets you there. See how close I was to that hook? This killer persists. This killer will get me on this hook. Second go now. I had a lot of bumps that time. Good start again. But she's sailing all the way to the hook this time. Really doomed this time. That's what I mean, 50-50. The first 50 was for me. Second 50's for the killer. And the killer's not happy there. They never normally are happy when you do this strategy. You may not be a great survivor, but you still can waste killer time. Back for another slap again. Fair killer though. This killer's giving people a chance really, and credit to that killer. Real boss killer. And as I say, the most common place for the hatch spawn. This killer has no chance of getting me to this hook. This route, I've never been hooked on this hook. You may think that's a close shave there, but really to me, that's a long distance. I believe I was always going to make that a perfect dead hard. This killer's sailing again. Really not bumping onto anything, this killer. Little bit of waddling, but no bumping. I'm telling you, the basements and the school boil over, it's really effective. I know a lot of people say it's a useless perk and all, but it kind of is, because it requires a lot of strategy and work. But if the basement's in the school, it's a power perk. I played this many times, and the success rate in it, it's really good when the basement's there. The killer always gives up the gens because they know they've wasted too much time and just take out the spite mean. And sometimes you get lucky because that hatch spawns a lot on that place where I said there. But you look at my score there, I didn't even save anyone on the hook. I nearly double pipped.